Oh, shit.
Well, there still was certainly damage there. Fort Bragg, Crescent City, Eureka, maybe even seeing a little bit. 20,000 customers now already without power, so something was shaking. I've seen video on social media of pools sloshing back and forth on land, also things falling off store shelves. But it was a very large 7.0 and for still now, very shallow quake.
Guys, I'm here at the vet clinic waiting for my dog Apollo to come back from his radiation treatment. If you're interested in that, check out my playlist. That's why I'm in an RV. But I would like to get you the latest on that magnitude 7 earthquake.
Oh, shit. Fucking A.
So is this a precursor for the big one in California, for the San Andreas Fault to rupture? Or is this the northern part of the Cascadia Fault that is telling us something? Well, guys, we hopefully will find out during the next few days. But California Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency in response to today's earthquake in Northern California. So the move allows resources to move more freely to aid with any damage that occurred, and they're still assessing all that. Like, early damage assessments are still underway, and the state is working with teams on the ground. That's what Newsom has said. He said, quote, "It's another reminder of the state that we live in and the state of mind we need to bring to our day-to-day reality." And check out more video footage here. And here you see the water levels did rise despite the fact that the tsunami warning has been canceled. But still, there is some water coming. And there's some people on social media that are making fun of the tsunami warnings and saying, oh yeah, these puddles, we will survive. But guys, take this serious. Whenever an earthquake like this is happening, seek higher ground, because you don't know what is about to come. And for those people that do not take this serious, you have to educate yourselves, because once the earthquake has happened, you only have a few minutes to seek higher ground. So you don't know, is it just a little puddle that's coming, or is it a very tall wave that could be life-threatening? So take this serious. Once the earthquake happened and the shaking is over, seek higher ground immediately.
Now, the difference between a tsunami creating shake and possibly just a regular slip strike earthquake is, will the land on the bottom of the ocean bounce up or go down? And when that happens, you've displaced an awful lot of water. That displaced water makes its way onto the shore as that tsunami.
So the earthquake was felt quite in many areas. So following the alert, Bay Area rapid transit trains were held as underground stations were cleared, as major delays were announced throughout the system. And also the San Francisco Fire Department began clearing the beaches. The tsunami warning was withdrawn, as we know, shortly after noon, as officials announced that the highest risks had subsided. But some affected areas, especially those that hug the coast and were recently saturated with a lot of heavy rain, could be prone to landslides now. So creating another problem. That's what the USGS data is showing. So no immediate damage reports were made available, but the USGS has issued a yellow alert signifying that some damage is possible and the impact should be relatively localized. So that's a good thing. So what they're saying is that overall the population in this region resides in structures that are resistant to earthquake shaking. We have seen this in the earlier video in the multi-story 4-story building, but they say vulnerable structures do still exist. I've recently made a video about this. So noting, that's what the USGS is saying, that brick masonry construction poses the highest risk because these bricks will fall over.
It was still a big quake. There's still going to be some damage here on land, even though the good news is most of the shaking did happen offshore. Now, we're still going to see some significant shaking with this because there will be aftershocks as the afternoon goes by. We've already had a couple of 5s, not as big as a 7, and there's typically about 15 7s per year worldwide. They're typically just not so close to land that this one was. So tsunami warning is done. There was no indication that a wave was generated now.
So yeah, now I've got my doggy back from radiation treatment. He just had sedation. He's a little groggy. So yeah, this was an earthquake to take serious, and we have to see what are the aftershocks doing and what is the analysis that will follow up in the next few days from the USGS. Of course, there's more and more reports from people coming in that felt it, that saw the shaking, that filmed the shaking, and that's why I want to show you that footage as well. But wow, guys, this was something else. It's a really, really large quake, and you know, Humboldt County, I've been there, Mendocino, nice beaches, nice RV parking right on the coast, and I'm just thinking, wow, if you're in an RV there at the coast, you have to leave quickly to get to higher ground there. So you don't have much time because it's not traveling like as if there was an earthquake in Japan that needs a while until it arrives at the Pacific coast potentially. Nope. Even, you know, the Cascadia fault, if the Cascadia fault hits the big one, the 9-point magnitude or higher, then you probably only have 8 to 15 minutes to seek higher grounds. That's why if you're along the Oregon coast and California coast, Washington coast, there's these blue signs that say tsunami evacuation route. So make yourself familiar with the area where you're in so that once the shaking stops, you have to run. And the scientists say, run, do not turn around, do not stop for anybody. While it is shaking, and the shaking can be very, very violent and last long, you have no chance to move. But as soon as it stops, move. So yeah, that was my update about the California earthquake from my RV. So guys, stay safe out there, and if there's new things happening with the afterquakes or whatever, this is the channel for you to get updated. So please subscribe if you haven't yet. So guys, or if you want to join my membership section, we're a great community there. And guys, if you want to support the channel at the moment, every support just goes towards that little guy's vet bills. Go to my buymeacoffee.com/silky. Here is a QR code if that's easier for you. And thanks so much for your support. Thanks so much for watching and being on this channel, and I see you in the next one. Check out the videos in the end screen. Bye bye.